Well, it's 3:30 a.m. now. We've woken up and it's not raining anymore, which is nice. Had a pretty cold night's sleep. Didn't really sleep much, and it's only 3:30, so it wasn't a whole night, but got some rest. Now it's having a quick coffee and then we're going to start walking up. It's about another hour and a half walk up, and then we'll be up there at sunrise and can watch this thing happen. Ali.
It's really quiet.
Well, it is sort of hard to film up here because it's so dark, so I'll try and describe it a little bit. It's very dark, obviously, and like some sort of otherworld landscape. Just rocks and sort of, there's a bit of ash everywhere, so it's dusty. Every time we touch something it sort of powders up, and we're sort of following this black sand creek and just walking up it, but there's no water, but it's all just lava landscape here. It's pretty crazy, but yeah, still totally dark, and we've got to keep the concentration levels up.
To slow down. Fireplace, do you know how? Piles of paper, my desk is out. Who will care for the world now? Rest with me, close to curtains. Brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me. Take my hand and lead, even when I disagree.
Well, this is pretty crazy up here. Complete moon and Mars landscape. I don't know, I haven't been to either of those two places, but you can imagine. The ash coming out is crazy though. Look at this behind me, it is just nuts, and it's covered all my camera gear in, it's basically sand, really light sand. Terrible shit. I don't know if my camera gear is going to survive this, but Toby and Maxie are up there on the ridge and just covered in ashes. But look at this craziness behind me. You know, every 1 minute nearly it's like poof, another big vomit up into the sky. And then the wind just blows it away in big billowing clouds, like woof. And then this all that I'm standing on is all just sort of sandy, rocky lava underneath, and all the sand from the ash above it. I guess every day the wind blows in a different direction. Pretty crazy.
I love when it rains outside, and it's okay to slow the ride. Books I forget about, and who care for the world now? Rest with me,
This is the creek where the raging torrent was yesterday that we had to cross. Not much left of it. There was a waterfall down here below me. Just when it rains. So we were walking down here, down 3/4 of the way down, and it started raining, and found these guys working in the bush, and they've made this little hut here. And now they've climbed up a coconut tree and got us some fresh coconuts. They're clearing the bush here so they can grow more coconuts. Fuzzy. Well, we're back in the nutmeg groves, and we're about to catch the motorbikes, the noisy motorbikes, and go back down to the village. Pretty awesome adventure up here. Pretty hard walking, but and all my camera gear's full of sand now, but I'll clean that up tomorrow. So we got down on the bikes now, and we're going to the Hope Pool. This is hot water that comes from that volcano we just climbed. And now, yeah, they're all taking photos with Toby in the background, the family up here. But it's so good. It's like 40-degree water and just kids and stuff everywhere. Look over here, bunch of kids is the local, and then down there the ladies are doing the washing in this hot water. Couldn't get more perfect ending for this little adventure. We survived a sketchy motorbike ride down the mountain, got back to Meti. There was still a few hours of daylight left, so Maxi offered to show us a few of their secret spots on their home reef. The snorkeling around Meti Island is pretty fantastic, as you can see. Had a ball. Okay, so that's another episode in the books. I think that's my first ever Dupu episode, to be honest. At this point, I would like to say a big thank you to Maxi and to Adi from Medi Cottage. Awesome place, and they were so good with organising stuff for us, going up the Dukono, and the food there is just fantastic. I couldn't recommend it enough to go and stay there if you really want somewhere off the beaten track. You've got luxury, you've got beautiful coral, and you know, you've got this volcano up behind there, and you can just hang out and do nothing and get fat. The food is just amazing. I could have stayed there for months, to be honest, but anyway, I'll definitely go back. Another thing, it was real cool to have my brother Toby on board. I had 3 episodes with him in, but he actually stayed 4 weeks, I think, altogether, which was really, really cool. I don't get to see Toby very often. He lives in Australia, and you know, we're 8 years apart in age, so we didn't grow up super close. But it's really, really cool to experience these things with him every couple of years, and that was cool, Toby. Thanks for bringing the drone and the GoPro camera for me. At this point, I also want to thank Subtech. It's a great company from Sweden who make expedition bags and computer cases and things like that. In this episode, you've seen the conditions I was in, just crazy rain and dust and sand and stuff everywhere. Without Subtech, all my gear would have been destroyed. I managed to clean it all and it's all still working. But yeah, thanks to Subtech. They don't pay me. They give me these bags to test, and I'm more than happy with them. So if you do feel you need something to protect your gear in harsh environments, I could recommend Subtech for sure. There's a link below, and I can also give you a code for a 20% discount on all their gear. It's not cheap, but it's the best. If you really want to protect your stuff, get the Subtech stuff. There's a link below. Yeah, and like on every video, I thank my patrons. And it's not just because I have to, it's because I really want to. You mean a lot to me, and not just the financial, the help obviously, but you know, you guys are extra good with writing comments and asking me things, and there is a little connection there through that community vibe, which is lost in a lot of the other social media, I find. So that's really cool. Thank you all very much. There's been a couple of new ones on board too. Very, very happy to welcome you guys. If anybody else would like to support these videos, so I just do keep making them in the future, there's a link below. You can go and check that one out. And to everyone else who's watching this video, I hope you liked it, and the last one. If you do, and obviously there are quite a few of you liking them these days, the best way you can help me out on this channel is to share these videos. If you've got friends that you think might like this sort of content, obviously it's not for everyone, but if you've got friends who you think might really get into it, share it with them. I'll be really, really happy about that. It's the best thing you can do for me, actually. Liking and comments, great. Obviously being a patron is great as well, but sharing the videos is the best way to get them around. Okay, thanks for watching. In 2 weeks there will be another video, and it will be still on Medi Island, but a bit of a special one. Anyway, got a little kid coming up behind me on my paddleboard. See you next time. Bye-bye.